Don't think about it, just move your body. Listen to the music, say oh, hey,
Welcome to
oh.
another Rockumentary with our stars. I am Mr. Chad, sitting here with Miss Jasmine Sexton, who participated in our project and is a wonderful student in our STARS program at Spotlight Acting School. How are you this morning, Jasmine?
I'm doing really well.
Good, good. Going to ask you a few questions, let people get to know you a little bit, and then talk to you about your project and the song that you picked, okay?
Okay.
So the first thing I want to ask you is, how did you get your start at Spotlight Acting School?
One of my friends were wearing these spotlight, so I was like, what are these shirts for? And she was like, I'm in an acting school. And so I went to go see one of her performances of Aladdin, and we were talking with her mom, and we were like, hey, we can try this out. So I tried it out, and
All right,
yeah,
good. What was your first show?
The Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid. Oh, that's a good one. Do you remember what role you had?
Um, no, not really.
Not really. Not the name of it anyway.
Mm-mm.
That's all right. It's been a long time. Okay, what got you into the STARS program then? How'd you find your way into that?
Um, I had lots of friends in there, and I saw them doing different cool things, and I was like, this might be fun. And I was in it before, and I liked how everything was going, and so I was like, I can do this, maybe.
You maybe. You've done just well. Just fine, I mean. And what is your favorite part? What was your favorite thing we do in STARS?
Um, I like how we all gather around and we're like talking about um, like different things that theater goes on with and different stages and different parts that makes up a show.
So the nuts and bolts of it all, just learning everything about the theater. Okay, that's neat. There, we definitely talk about that. All right, so can you share a little bit about your family? What's it like at your house?
Um, I live with my mom, dad, and my brother Brady. My parents are both store managers at Family Dollar. My brother is in, I think he's going into his junior year of high school, and that's basically it.
That's basically it. All right. Well, I know that you have your pool open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you got flowers. You've been planting a lot of flowers. Your dad sent me pictures. That's what I know. He's got a lot going on now. Both of your parents, they were essential workers, so they've been working really hard through this whole quarantine mess and staying in. But what's quarantine been like for you?
Um, Mostly I've been doing my schoolwork and trying to keep spotlight things happening and making sure that I know my lines and some songs and some dances and stuff like that.
Good. And what has been your favorite thing during quarantine? What's the one thing that kind of brightens your day?
Probably sleeping in and staying up until like a little bit after 10.
So getting to mess with your sleep schedule has been fun.
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. What are you most looking forward to when this is all over?
Mostly seeing my friends in person at Spotlight and just having fun with them.
So just getting back with your friends, having fun, doing whatever. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as you're doing it with your friends, right? That's what you're thinking. Yeah, that's fine. So lastly, I want to ask: is this recording project? What was the experience like? What did you find it difficult?
It was fairly easy. It was just trying to have the camera set up so you can still hear my voice and making sure that I don't delay the music from my earbuds. And I think it was fairly easy.
Good, good. See, some people found it more difficult. Some people found it easier. It depends on what hardware they were using. And you just recorded with your phone. You didn't use a fancy microphone of any kind. Just use your phone to record. And what you listen to with your headphones?
My brother has a Nintendo Switch and it has YouTube on it, so I just looked up the song.
And it played it on YouTube. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, excellent. Well, you want to introduce your song?
Sure. It's Better When I'm Dancing by Megan Trainor.
That's right. And everyone will get to hear it now. Thanks for joining us.
Don't think about it, just move your body. Listen to the music, say oh, hey, oh. Music is a beat, go ahead, get crazy. Anyone can do it, say oh, hey, oh. Show them what you got the fire. Take the rhythm, get louder. Show them what you can do, prove to them you got the moves. Hey, I don't know about you, feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah, I'm better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. We can do this together. Bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah, yeah. You find your record and you say that's so right. You listen to the music, say oh, hey, oh. You found it, babe, and you make your head sway. You know that you could do it, sing oh, hey, oh. Show the world you got that fire. Feel the rhythm get louder. Show the world what you can do, prove to them you got the moves. Hey, I don't know about you, but I'm better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah, I'm better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. We can do this together. Bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah, don't you know we can do this together? Bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah, yeah. Feel better when I'm dancing. I'm better when